This is Matt for Into Boxing. Delighted to be joined by Chantelle Cameron. Chantelle, you've done a bit of a media workout here today ahead of a big fight for you, undisputed, Jessica McCaskill, Abu Dhabi. How are you feeling sort of physically and mentally? You look in good shape?
Yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait. Looking forward to getting over there and getting cracking. Soon November the 5th comes round the bar. Get down to business.
Bit of a new experience as well. Abu Dhabi, normally used to fighting over here in the UK. Are you looking forward to sort of embracing that out there? And it's a completely different environment compared to over here.
Yeah, I'm a proper home bird. Like, I like being at home, but one experience to box in the Middle East in Abu Dhabi. So I kind of think out my comfort zone, but what an opportunity as well. And it's going to be great with the team. When we was in Vegas in May, we had an absolute blast, and it was one of the best experiences of my life. So I think Abu Dhabi is going to top that as well. So I'm really looking forward to it.
Now, I'm not even going to say women's boxing anymore, but just boxing in general, off the back of what happened at the weekend. It's on a big high. It was a lift I think the sport needed. How excited are you to sort of put your skills on display while the sort of eyes of the world are watching, in a big fight where you can become undisputed?
Watching on the weekend definitely inspired me, because watching that, how could it not? I thought, bloody hell, like, these women, every single one of them put on such a good display of skills, of heart, grit, everything. They're just toughness, and definitely inspired me. Got up in the morning thinking, fucking hell, I'm going to have to smash this now, because I've got a point to prove. So for me, it was really good, and I think all of them, what credit to the sport.
Is that sort of on your list of things to do when you see a sold-out O2 arena? Claressa Shields and Savannah put on a great performance, but is that sort of a dream in the back of your mind one day that you get to sort of have that headline moment where the arena's full, you know, a huge fight down the line? Not that this isn't huge, but I mean sort of in the future.
To be honest, I think I'd crap myself walking on.
You do what? You do what?
Crap myself. I think I was like, I'm going back.
No, do you not get buzzed for that, or does that scare you to death?
Yeah, it scares me. But I think Savannah, like, bloody, I was buzzing for her. What a moment for her. Like, she's going to remember that for the rest of her life, and she's such a good girl as well, and she's all the hard work she's been into boxing. It was lovely to see, like, that response for her, but for me personally, I'd literally shit myself. Not even going to lie.
Maybe not something to aspire to. Can you imagine that? You get the main event and you're like, it's all right, I'll go co-main, chief support.
Yeah, put me down.
This fight you've got, I think, has it felt like your sort of moment would sort of never happen? You were waiting on this Kayla Reese fight for a hell of a long time, and this fight instead is, Jamie says on paper, a lot more exciting. Was it sort of a bit frustrating having this wait and wondering, look, what's going on? I need to get back. I need to start, you know, getting things going, getting these big fights.
100%. I think I had the fight with Mary McGee. Yeah. Waiting for the Caddy Reese, and my fight in May, like, I didn't have that motivation. Like, I knew that I was against a tough opponent. I wasn't complacent or nothing, but I didn't have that, like, spark where I was a bit like, oh, it's not.
You feel flat in that?
I did feel very flat. I felt very flat. Like, I didn't have that same, like, usually I'm quite very aggressive and like spiteful, but there was something missing, and I think it must have been I was just like I was just being a bit of a brat, really. When I look back at it, I think I was being a brat, but I think I got the win, and I did take a lot from it, but I think everything does happen for a reason, and I take it now as me and McCaskill is a fight that definitely does put that fire in me, and I've never been so motivated, and I know she's a threat, and I know she's a dangerous fighter, so it's really given me that, like, kick that I needed, and I feel fitter than ever, sharper than ever, so I'm raring to go.
You just mentioned before we get onto that fight in itself that you're a bit of a brat. I saw Jamie give you a bit of stick when you walked in late today. What's it like in this gym where you do things like that? Does he give you a hard time and say, look, you need to wake up now because it's game time? What's it like?
They're just always winding me up and playing little pranks on me and stuff, and it's just a great gym. Like, it's always laugh and jokes, but we also get down to business. But it is a very fun gym. Like, it's so laid back. Like, even when he said about coming in late, he was just like having banter with me because I texted him saying, oh, I'm running a bit late. But he's just Jamie and Nigel, just top men you can ever meet. But the whole gym is thriving at the minute, all the lads. Everyone's got big fights coming up. Everyone's pushing each other, and it doesn't feel like work when you all get along. It's like a little family.
Yeah, Jamie said, and I think he picked up on it in an interview he did with October Red. He said that in terms of people leaving the gym, he thinks he's only ever had one, and that was for financial reasons, nothing to do with the relationship. Is that sort of help you with the fact that you've got a gym with that balance of you come in, you have the crack, but ultimately you do get down to business?
Yeah, like we all have a laugh. It's all like a good time in here, and everyone gets along, and there's always like laughs and jokes and laid back, but at the same time, like if you're messing about with like fucking knuckle down now, or Nigel will slap you around the head, or like they'll put you in your place as well. So it's a perfect balance, and it definitely works for me. And Jerry and Frank keeps going off, it's distracting me.
What's sort of the worst prank that they've played on you? Because I've seen what they've done to Umar before on camera, and I will be fuming with some of that shit. So what's the sort of worst thing they've done to sort of get under your skin? Are you allowed to say?
I'm not going to say one of them because I ain't going to say that. But it was another one was Tommy Coyle boxing in Vegas, and you had to fill in them American forms.
Oh yeah, your Esters.
Yeah, but he made a form. I can't remember what it was. Something like dummy something, yeah, and it was a fake form, and I actually was about to fill it in and didn't read the top. Like, it was just basically taking the piss out of me, like being dumb.
Well, I think it's good when you've got that balance that you've just mentioned there. Everyone always seems to talk about you and what's coming after the fight that you're having. Now, I know you won't be looking past McCaskill because it's huge, but everyone keeps talking about you, Katie Taylor, and you and other fighters. Is it hard sometimes to sort of stay on track and be like, you know what, I've got a fight, let's put all that on the back burner kind of thing?
It's easy for me because I think I've got a fight with McCaskill, and why would I focus on anything else? Yeah, like everything else is just people talking, and I don't even like talking, so I'm all about just getting on with the fight. So for me, it doesn't mean nothing. At the end of the day, I've got one job to do, and that's beat McCaskill. So whatever names are thrown at me and talks, it's irrelevant, because if I lose, then it's a different story.
Jamie mentioned this opponent is going to be more exciting. It's going to be more of a fan-friendly fight. Is this the type of fight where we're going to be able to then get the best out of you? You mentioned there about feeling flat and feeling like, you know, being a bit of a brat in that last fight. But is this that sort of fight that's going to give you that motivation and maybe that nervousness, that edge to sort of show everything that you're capable of?
100%, I'm buzzing. I love having a scrap as well, so for me it's going to be in my element. I know that she's tough, she's game, she has a scrap as well. So for me, it's going to play into my hands. I really can't wait. Even though all the belts are on the line and stuff, I think it's just an exciting fight, and it's the fights that I'm in boxing for, really. Yeah,
Jamie says, he goes, you know, there'd be nothing more I'd like to do than just sort of let the reins go and tell her, look, you can go for it now, because she says you've got that bit of psycho that you'd love to do that.
Have a psycho smile.
Yeah, psycho smile.
When he tells me to be me, and then I just go out and do my thing.
I'll ask you one last question. We touched on your fight. We saw the fight at the weekend. For you, right now, in your opinion, apart from yourself, who is the greatest woman of all time in boxing? Who's the best? With all the fighters now, you've got your Taylor, Savannah, Shields. Who's number one at the minute?
I was really impressed with Claressa. I think her skills were unbelievable. She did everything. Like literally, as a woman boxer, like saying boxing, men and women. I think she had everything. There was nothing that she didn't have. So I'm gonna have to say Claressa. I think she really put on a performance, and she was slick. She was powerful. She was coming forward. She was tough. She had everything. I was really impressed with Claressa. So I'm gonna have to go with Claressa.
Okay, look, Chantelle Cameron, thanks for talking to Into Boxing. Huge fight in Abu Dhabi, undisputed. I'm sure everyone will get behind you here from the UK, and we wish you all the best.
Thank you.